Alright, so I figured I would show this because I didn't show it the first time I fixed this thing, and I figured, hey, why not? Just, show what makes a dancing hamster tick. This is a hockey dancing hamster. It's called Jacque, something like that. It's CQE, so I'm not sure if that's Jack or Jacque, it's something like that. You get the point. It's the version that sings Ice Ice Baby. And a few years ago, more precisely early 2018, uh, I had bought it in the US when I went to visit Kevin, and it had only a single issue, which was there was a split 9-tooth gear for the arm movement, and believe it or not, the gear split again. See its lips and everything. Uh, it will move because, of course, it doesn't have the pressure of the skin or anything, but it's still split, and I have to replace it. So before I tear it down again, I just wanted to show exactly what it does and how it works. So on this specific one, there's two motors. The front one controls the, I believe? Yeah. The front one controls the arm, and the other one controls this rotating knob over here, this spinning knob, and this hooks up to here so the thing actually swings. A few interesting things is that this is a, like I said, it's one of those mechanisms that was made up for a specific hamster model at some point, or a specific bunch of hamsters, and then it was not really used anymore, not that I know of. But it's really nice to see, on the other hand, that, the parts would get reused, and there would be some exclusive, I believe, parts, or, basically something you rigged at the moment. So basically, I don't know if you guys can see it over there. Yeah, that there is the crack that I'm talking about. So yeah, that pinion has to be replaced, but right before I even get the rest of the retaining rings off and everything, I wanted to show a few interesting things. This one has these pieces that are, like, I'm taking it off right now. There's usually two screws. Because in most hamsters, you know, in most hamster mechanisms, the head actually pivots. It's a pivot, and it moves like that when an arm moves or something. Or in the case of the boxing ones that they made, it actually does this, which is pretty nice. But like I said, in this specific one, as there was not going to be any kind of head movement, they just said, hey, you know what, just screw these parts to the side and keep the head straight, which I'm having issues with unscrewing. The problems with doing things with one hand. There we go. There we go. So you take this off, and what you're left with is just this. So that's pretty much what the head's up to. Now, of course, the head is the average hamster head that they've used even before the plush ones. These are the hamster heads that are in the rubber ones that they made. The very early ones, of course, with slight modifications, because this was from the time when they started making the ones that had, like, things in the mouth, or a light up mouth or something and such. So, it's old stuff, adapted for newer times. Then, of course, like I said, there's this knob over here that spins and all. And you know what? I'll just show it working. There we go. So that's practically what the hamster does in all of its 2002, I believe. Glory, because this is I believe it's 2002, I'm not sure. Should say the date over here. Gemmy Industries, and of course, it's all just how good, just how convenient. Anyways, this is the circuit board. It's got a few flux marks on it because of the past job I had to do. I think I had to replace a component because there was an issue with the swinging. It would go slow by times and then fast, and it wasn't the motor. It was actually a transistor, I think. I can't remember. Because for the swinging, there's a gray and there's a blue wires that go up to there. It could be that transistor over there. It's supposed to, yeah, probably. As I recall, I had to M28S. Isn't the aren't usually the M28 for the speakers in these things? I don't know. I know that Roxanne they do have an M28S for the speaker, but not sure what about the rest. Anyways, to make it short, did some soldering. I can't remember if I did or did not replace a component, but it works fine. Anyways, another thing you gotta do when you take this thing apart, even though it kind of hurts to do it, but you have to take this knob off. Doesn't matter though, the other side actually is a nail. That's a really cool thing. I've never seen that. A square shaft with an actual, a square axle with a nail type head. Never seen that before. What the hell? Did I actually... Yeah, that's my soldering from 2018. What the hell? I gotta redo that. Anyway, from there on, what I will have to do when I open it up is I'll have to take this out, this retaining ring. There's another retaining ring over here. Arms will slide off. And then hopefully I'll be able to open up the mechanism from this side. Take a look at that gear and see if I have any replacements. I don't have 9-tooths. The last 9-tooth I have was used for that robot because the 8-tooth that robot had, it was a little too, it just didn't work out properly. So like there was a big play in between the gears. There is supposed to be a little play, don't get me wrong, but it was too much. Anyway, I'll see if a 10-tooth actually fits and if there's no complications or anything, and then I'll see what goes on. Could take the chance and actually clean the skin. It doesn't look dirty at the with flash on, but it is actually dirty. It's white, but it's that white that you can tell that it's slightly dirty, and that ticks me off a lot. But yeah, that's everything for now. That's the ice hockey hamster.